What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So I want to talk to you guys about what happened tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, before we get started, guys, if you see me kind of slurring or taking random pauses or saying things wrong, there's nothing wrong with me. That's just me fighting, sleeping, losing. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm fighting it as hard as I can to talk to you guys about wrestling, which I absolutely love to do. So tonight's episode of SmackDown, I'm happy to announce that it was better than what we got last week, because you guys know what I said about that. Last week's episode felt like it was just dragged out. It felt like I did a double shift with overtime because I was tired when it was over. Like I was in the ring, right? It felt like it was longer than a church service on Easter Sunday because the pacing was all off. It felt like the creative team didn't really have any type of plan because it felt like things were just getting thrown against the wall. It was just so many things wrong with it. But this week, it felt like they cleaned up the pacing a little bit more. It felt like they actually had a plan for this episode. So I want to give a salute to WWE for figuring it out between last week and this week, and hopefully next week is going to be better than this week, and that'll be a good situation there. But I want to start off with one of the things that I absolutely loved, and that was the match between Bayley and Tiffany Stratton. I thought the match was really good, but at the same time, I love the fact that Tiffany Stratton retained the title clean. It was no shenanigans, no interference, nothing dumb happening, just a champion doing what good champions do and retaining their titles, because it makes her look that much more stronger. So that was a great choice. I thought it was interesting and kind of weird to have Roxanne Perez sitting at the front row and having this kind of thing between Bayley, and I know why it happened. I understand they had their thing to this week on NXT, but to have Roxanne Perez there for no reason to do anything at all, it makes you wonder, why did they do that? Were they trying to swerve us to make us think she was going to do something, and then kind of pull it back and say, hi, you guys thought you knew what was going to happen next and we didn't do it? What was the point of that? Because it could have turned into something at a following week or a week after. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense, but hopefully they'll let us know what happened there. The other thing that I really loved, one of my favorite matches of the week and my favorite match of the show, the tag team match between the Motor City Machine Guns and Los Garza. These guys put on a show tonight, and I feel like a lot of people probably isn't going to mention it, but I gotta mention it. You guys know I am a huge tag team fan, and what happened tonight and what's been happening in the matches involving the Motor City Machine Guns since they came to WWE is the reason why on this channel, when I heard they were coming to WWE, that I marked out. They are one of my favorite tag teams to watch, one of my favorite, if not the top 5 tag teams in the 2010s, because these guys are great. You guys knew how I feel about, the tag team division being kind of pushed to the side and really not paid attention to. And there's definitely some improvement that WWE could do, but with the addition of these guys and what they're doing with Los Garza, I love what's going on here. I absolutely love it. And it's no surprise that Los Garza had a great match with these guys, because Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, even as singles competitors when they were in NXT, even a little bit on the main roster, they were good wrestlers. So I love that they got something going on with them with some type of importance, and even involving Pretty Deadly. They're finally on TV consistently. So it's great for the three of them that they're taking this moment to improve the tag division. Now, as I said before, there's other things they could be doing to make this a little bit better. It's not perfect. Figuring out what we're going to do with the Street Profits when they come back, having tag team matches on PLEs. We need to figure those things out to make this feel complete, but I do appreciate the attempt that they're making to make it right. The other thing that I really love was the promo between Rey Mysterio and Kevin Owens. This guy came out as delusional as ever, because this man came out with the belt he is not supposed to have, and told Rey Mysterio, when you win the Royal Rumble, do you want to face me at WrestleMania for my title? And I'm like, bro, that title is bootleg. You're not even supposed to have that title in the first place, and you're offering title matches with that. I love that about Kevin Owens, man. He's off. This dude is just crazy. But then they went on later on to have a match with each other, a pretty good match, and Kevin Owens at the end of the match was trying to look honorable by wanting to shake the hand of Rey Mysterio, a person that he's a big fan of. But we all know he's just like Randy Orton in 2009. If they try to even show any resemblance of being honorable or being respectful, do not trust it. And he proved us all right. If you thought that way, he tried to do a package power driver on Rey Mysterio, but out comes Cody Rose, the Super Saiyan Pastor, and interferes it, and then again they go into another, believe it or not, breakup brawl. Yeah, as they do every time they meet. And this is the thing, I don't have a problem with breakup brawls, but when you're doing it too much, and we got 2 more weeks until a Royal Rumble, what are we going to be doing between now and those 2 weeks? Are they going to go to the suspension angle? But regardless of what they do, I don't want to keep seeing a breakup brawl with them every single week. Once you get to a breakup brawl, you only got so many times to do that, because we understand that the feud is so bad that it's on site every time they see each other. You don't have to do it every single week. I hope they figure out something different. But outside of that, I thought this whole thing was pretty good. And then we eventually saw Solo Sikoa. He comes out to the ring because they announced that he was going to be there. And when Solo Sikoa came out there with the Bloodline 2.0, we had a altercation between LA Knight and the Bloodline 2.0, and then Braun Strowman came out to look like aid LA Knight. And once Tama Tonga jumped out the ring, I don't know why you would try to dive on somebody like Braun Strowman, but he got picked up, got thrown over to the side. And when Jacob Fatu was going to face him, as Jacob Fatu always does, he always act like he was on a Rise movie, start crump dancing like tie-dyes. Tama Tonga pulls him out the ring before him and Braun Strowman gets in any type of altercation, and that pretty much showed us that they're going to have a match at Saturday Night Main Event. But what's more important is that the fact that, Solo Sikoa, when the Bloodline 2.0 came out there, he walked away, which signifies that he's probably going to walk away and leave from the Bloodline 2.0, which is the best way to go with this, because at this point, after Solo Sikoa losing almost every single match he's been involved in, and him losing to Ulafala was the icing on the cake, it's just time for a character change. There's no way you can continue with this character, even if you believed in it at all. His character at this point have lost all credibility to be feared or anything like that. So whatever they're trying to do with them next is going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen there. Is he going to go through the transfer portal and leave Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu here on SmackDown, or vice versa? I don't know, but I think it's interesting that they're going that route. The other interesting thing was that we got a video package announcing that Charlotte Flair will return. And it's kind of interesting there, because it's like, why didn't you just wait until the Royal Rumble to let her come out? Because I think that would have been a bigger surprise as opposed to having a video package. But I did read somewhere that Triple H said that he doesn't want to kind of do the mysterious thing, and I'm probably misquoting it, which is why when Penta was coming to Raw, they already had his merch on WWE Shop. They already had the videos out of him walking around. So I don't know why he did that. Why take away the element of surprise? I mean, even with the Penta match with Chad Gable, they were saying a mysterious luchador, right? If nothing is more specific without being specific that you've ever seen in your life, that definitely is. So I don't know why they're doing this, but we'll see what happens with that. But overall, as I said before, it was a pretty decent show. We had some great matches that, lasted a while. The best match of the night was the Los Garza versus the Motor City Machine Guns. I didn't really care too much about the whole thing between B-Fab and Chelsea Green and Michin and Piper Niven, which basically they're hinting at a tag team match that's going to happen there. But the match itself didn't really feel like it held any value. But the good part about it is that we got B-Fab on TV, and she's getting more reps on TV, and I think that's great for her. But overall, as I said before, I thought the show was pretty good, a pretty decent show. Better than last week, so let's hope that next week is going to be even better than this week. Did I miss anything that I didn't talk about? There's some things you liked about this that I thought was bad. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for making it to this point of the video, guys. I'm about to go to sleep. I am so excited, bro. I'm so excited to go to bed, man. I'm so tired right now, but thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. See you guys later. Salute, peace, have a great day.